Good day, guys. A lot of people have been asking me how to use TradingView, and this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to use it properly, get some of the tools. It's more of a platform to analyze the market rather than actually taking trades on it. A few brokers are only available to actually trade on it. So most of the time, you're going to be analyzing on it and actually execute on your MetaTrader 4. But let's just go into it right now. A lot of people, as I said, they've been asking how to do this. So you can say start free trial, or you can just simply just go straight, of course, to the chart. So that's what I'm going to do. And as you can see, it's on factory settings. Some of you can prefer the color as white. It has all of the stocks, currencies that you need, but let's get to personalize it and make sure that we get each and everything that we need. So we're just going to be canceling each and everything right here so that we can have the clean one. And I just open any random chart. So we want to open, let's say Nasdaq, because we are Nasdaq traders. If you're watching this channel, of course, we're going to be Nasdaq traders. And what you want to do is that you want to just get to delete each and everything. So something like remove, okay, right there. Then what you can do for yourself, okay, I'm just going to show you again when it comes to me going to my own personalized one. Okay, what you want to do for yourself is that you just want to go over here where it says watch list. So when you just touch it there, watch list and details, you just want to click on that. You add, currencies that you'll be analyzing most of the time on your watch list. So I'm going to be trading indexes most of the time, so I'll just start adding Nasdaq. I'll write it down. I just choose a vendor most of the time, even though I don't trade with a vendor. I can say USD30, and I'm going to choose the very same thing. As you can see, the USD30 USD Wall Street 30. There we go. Let's say I also choose DEX, and we'll basically take this one, or if I write DEX straight, so I want a vendor one. So if I just do this, it will just take out the relevant one that I need. So DEX 30 cash, maybe, yeah, this one. There we go. Then instead of you all the time searching at the top for something that you need, you can just press right here. So you just open it, you can go all the way there, and you just switch to it randomly, okay? Or you can just click on your keyboard. I'm not sure what they call it, but I'll write it down. The one that is between out, you just touch it, and it just does everything for you. Okay, so now if you want to personalize your chart a little bit more, this is what you can do. Okay, of course, it's quite clear right now. Let's say I wanted it black and also personalized candlesticks. So we want to go straight over here. So we say change color to dark. So now we're in dark. Then let's say I want to now customize it in terms of even candlesticks, and we can go here over all the way to chart settings, symbol, and I'll start changing the candlesticks to my own colors. So I normally set my bullish candlesticks as blue. I just prefer using the company colors, which are on the company logo. So blue, gray, and also of course black as the background there. So I'm gonna take gray. There we go. Okay, it's not the same shade. There we go. Just gonna try to use the same shade. You can also go to appearance, status line. I really don't know much what's happening here, so I don't mess around with it. Scale symbol, I don't also mess around with what's happening here. Appearance, then now you can start messing around. The background, you can make it solid black. So that means you just want totally the market to be black. When it comes to grid lines, on grid lines, you also want the market to be dark black right there. So you don't want all of those lines on your chart. Okay, then If you want the watermark appearing, you can have it. There we go, it appears right there. If not, you just want to chart clean, and that's all right. And you can just say okay, and there you have it. It has saved up that whole chart for you. One thing that I've also done here, let me just show you, set them to default. So one thing that, instead of you going all the time to choose the time frames that you constantly use, you can just set them, as add favorites. So mostly I choose 1 hour, also on the 15 minutes, and most of the time 5 minutes. So they kind of highlight those time frames for me, where I can get to choose the 15. I can just also get to choose the 5 minutes. I did have an indicator right there. So let's see, if you wanted to add indicators to your chart, you can go ahead. You have all of the indicators, as you can see, favorites. You can have each and everything that you want. Even if you want to search it, you can go ahead and say, let's say, moving average exponential. There we go. I chose it, and then you basically can go ahead and just edit that moving average. Let's say 200. I did do a video about that, how this actually helps me to know the market sentiment. Again, if you don't want it appearing on the chart, you can just say hide. And we have a lot of tools right by the sides here. We have, in terms of trend lines, we have fib retracements. So what you can do here, let's say you want to use, majority of the time you're using trend lines, you can add it to favorite. I'm a teacher, so I can use the arrow. I have the horizontal rail that I choose to use. Most of it I don't use right here. Then you can go here and also choose which tools you use. If you use a Fibonacci most of the time, you can add it. I normally use a brush because I'm an educator, so some of you, it might not be relevant. A rectangular bar, of course, most of the time we just use it to set zones, as well as I normally just add mine. So it's just really adding what's really your favorite. And as you go here, you can see a long position. So this is our risk towards ratio, long position, short position. So instead of you going all the time to the side right here, you can just have everything just set for you, as well as I like to have my price range that shows me the pips that are involved within a trade, apart from just me setting my risk toward ratio. So let's say now we want to put our, the main question that each and everybody likes to ask me is that, in terms of, we have our risk toward ratios, so that will present a selling market, or a buying market rather, and then obviously on the side we have a selling market. So I just customize them to my own colors, as you can see. So normally they'll just appear when you have, in terms of my blue, that's the profit one, it will appear a green most of the time, and then the risk, so stop loss, will appear something like this. So I just went on, and you can just customize to any color that you wish. So my profit, I want it to be blue, and then my loss, I want it to be gray. So it's something like that. So they come in at 1:1 ratio each and every time. Let's just change this color, it's a bit dark. They come in most of the time like this. So then if we're talking about us buying, let's say we're anticipating a buying market here, you can just simply adjust them to say, in terms of it comes in, you can just adjust the stop loss. As you can see now, the risk toward ratio is adjusted. In terms of your stop loss, day 1 pips, you can also adjust it. Let's say you want to use 1:5 or 1:4. There we go. I'm just going to stretch it all the way. Then it kind of really shows you your target. It was 126 pips. It also shows you that the risk toward ratio, let's just set it at 1:4 exactly. There we go. We have that. And then let's say we actually wanted to sell in this markets. Just going to set it like that. So let me just take it. We have, it's written there when you just do it short position. And let's say you were selling right about here. You're going to minimize your stop loss and something like that. Maybe 1:4 as well. And this is how you can get to actually just set it apart. Most of the time, that's what I use. Again, if you just want to bring it into the middle right there, you can just do that. In terms of your trend line, you can also adjust the properties you want it, or you even want it more thicker, it's still fine, or just simply just like this. As well as they have a lot of tools in terms of you can just bring in the chart, bring it up, or you can just use the plus and minus. They can also minimize it, maximize it as much as you want. You can move it all the way to just looking at it like that. Remove tools, and let's say you're using the tools, and so instead of going all the way and then pressing again to use the very same tool, what you can do is stay in drawing mode. So you can just click it, and as you're drawing, instead of just you want to use the very same bar, you see, just allows you to kind of, then you, once you're done, and let's say you're drawing your last one, then there we go, then you need to, of course, now, yeah, something like that. What other things did I forget? Okay, you can also, because this is the paid up version where you can have two of the charts. As you can see, it takes me to the original chart there. You just gotta customize it in that sense, but you have to pay for this, where they tell you that you can pay for subscription. It's quite less, like $14. Again, I'm not affiliated or marketing or anything like that, just that a lot of people were asking me this. And as you go to your next chart, it kind of really has it the way you customized it. And that's it, guys. So this is a simple way to use TradingView. It's not a complicated tools you wanna, you know, in terms of candlesticks or whatsoever. They're around about here. If you wanna convert to a bar chart, you wanna convert to halo candlesticks, or even to a line chart, it's all there. Area, it's all there. Each and everything that you need, whatever style of a trader you are, it's also available each and everywhere. So, but I think this is quite helpful to have it just outlined for you at the top, as well as, you know, having the pairs that you trade. So I normally just trade Nasdaq. So as you can see here, I just highlighted it within that color, as you can have high importance and go on. So in this case, I just highlighted it as that. You can also have another one to say, okay, this one I trade sometimes. So in this case, I were to use blue, and then I trade now USD30, the list, so I can set it like that. You can also move it to say this is the one that you're always setting, looking for opportunities. And you can also set alerts. So let's say I was waiting for the market to pass at this level. You can just go to this plus right here, set an alert. Once the market gets to that point, it's gonna just ring. You can just bring it down, let's say right here, so I can show you what do I mean. So as soon as it crosses that, hopefully it does cross it, I just wanna make an example to show you how it's really gonna make a sound to either show us that the market has crossed the point that you're waiting for confirmation. You know, it differs, of course, with what strategy that you use as a trader. So yeah, basically you have alerts, as well as, you know, let's say you're just waiting to sell the market around about there. And when the market crosses there, it was going to alert you that on your MetaTrader 4, you can now start executing your trade, whatever the case may be. Okay. As you can see, alert on DEX30 crossing, and there we go. Okay, and then you can remove each, you can remove it afterwards. Remove, and that's it, guys. I don't want to make this video super long. I'm very simple in my trading, so I use very simple tools. I also did it the way I actually do stuff. So yeah, guys, I just hope this was helpful to you. TradingView is quite good for analysis. A lot of professional traders use TradingView, so you can definitely use it on your side. All the best, guys, to your trading. Next week is NFP week. All the best. God bless you. Thank you for watching.